Hey, wanted to talk today about some things that have been on my mind a little bit as I've started to experiment, do some experimentation with my YouTube channel, which there'll be tons of experimentation to come. I've even flirted with starting a new channel. This channel's pretty old, it's like over 10 years old, but just really started trying to be more consistent more recently. So when I thought about just the general experimentation as it relates to my YouTube workflows and just how I want to run this YouTube channel, thought about three very specific words came to mind. One was just general optimization, the other was efficiency, and another was just portability. So those are the three things I probably think about most when it comes to how are you going to record and what's the kit look like. And I think as I've been able to increase my consistency and output on YouTube, the first thing from an equipment perspective that really filtered or facilitated that was the Osmo Pocket 3. Obviously would have recommended this to anyone. Now I don't know now with the price increase if I can still do so, but not at that price point right now, but it has been a game changer for me personally. Nicked it up a bit first night I got it. But yeah, so that's been kind of the biggest thing, facilitating the ability for me to quickly, shoot something and try to be ruthless about my workflow and how I want to do it and what that consists of. So one of the new little toys I got for it was this Ulanzi expansion adapter. So that's one thing that got me thinking, because I actually already have something that's similar in a cage style like this newer one, but there's no real, this cage doesn't really do anything from a utility perspective. The biggest deal with this is it can pretty much stick to anything magnetically, so that's really cool. But I haven't found too many situations where I need magnets, or where I found where I can really open myself up to more unique shots with it yet. I did one where I put it on my fridge while I was doing something. I was thinking trying to do a trial run of a morning type routine thing, which won't come out anytime soon, as I'm still just playing around and just figuring out what makes the most sense. But so hopefully this will replace this, as this actually has some utility. You can even see from the front there. Let's go ahead and actually unbox this while we're here, as I never did unbox this. Received it recently. Ulanzi always has these. Got that packaged up. So let's get her out. Oh. Now one thing that is interesting is it has this little, which I already have the DJI branded one with my Osmo Pocket 3, so this one is a bit thicker, so I'm not sure if that's gonna be good or bad, but it looks like you can just take it off, which I probably will do. But this is, first of all, a much thicker cage. This is at least made from some type of strong aluminum, where this is this old newer one is like a plastic. The only downside to this so far is it doesn't come with anything magnetic. You can buy another mount for it that works pretty nicely though, and doesn't add a ton of heft there. Please make sure quick release is in place before use. So just some things there. But yeah, I like this because, as you can see, it has a cold shoe mount area right there. So I think here is my DJI Mic 2 that came with the creator kit of the Osmo Pocket 3 I got. So what I should be able to do here is pretty much, yep, slots right in there. So if I wanted to, I absolutely could do that. That's really cool. And then this is the security mechanism, so if I wanted to unlock it, I could easily do so, right? And then door opens, so that's really cool. Let's actually pop this off, and yeah, now it opens all the way. It's really cool. Let's just put this bad boy in here. sound was kind of crunchy. I don't really like that very much. So as you can see, the quick release does work. And let's see, should still be. Let's see, I can still pop it out there. Yeah, so, you know, just gives you some additional opportunity. And then if you are a person who has some of their GoPro-like mounting system adapters for the back, you can do so, which I do plan on getting in the future. So like if I'm carrying this on a backpack, it can be front facing and kind of shoot video that way, which is really cool. So it just gives it a bit of additional utility. And then, I mean, it feels very sturdy, I'll tell you that. So that's really cool. But I mostly wanted it for the ability to at least cold shoe something. I'm carrying my DJI Mic usually just around in my pocket, which isn't the best place for it, loosely, I should say. So I don't know. I wonder if, I bet you, I've been rocking this Amazir little protector for it, and that actually has one of my, I got the newer brand, newer is the name, I forget what they call those, ND filters. But okay, yeah, it looks like it does still fit with this. But that calls into question something else, right? When we talk about the portability factor, right? So it's like, my setup is fairly mobile, right? I can carry everything in a few pockets. I did get the creator kit of the Osmo Pocket 3, so it came with this little tripod here and this extra battery handle, which these are the two things I carry around the most that came. I don't use the other handle that comes, it's way shorter and has this little, I forget what they call that, but you know, the ability to put these things in. I don't usually bring that. So these two things and then the DJI Mic 2 that came with the creator combo are what I carry around. So it is very interesting because this is going to be pretty heavy in your pocket, to be honest with you. So it does add a lot of weight. So it's like, what are the trade-offs there? You get the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and you want it to be kind of portable. So at what point, I've seen people with like cages, like handle cages on the left, handle cages on the right, and it's like, yeah, that might work for sure, but trying to make the workflow tools also not so heavy, right? Like I've got, oh, this is the other thing I carry around. So this is from Ulanzi as well, and it's their, it's basically a light. I don't want to shine you guys up too much, but yeah. So it's got that, this, it's got a couple settings on it, but basically it is able to also be put up there, and then it comes with this little kind of device that you put this into, right? So you put it in there, and then I'll show you. Then what you do is you take off the little holder carrier piece, right? And then it's kind of difficult with this. It doesn't look right with this little case that much, but basically this is magnetized to this right here. So you put that right there, and then you could use this, right? And then when you flip it, it doesn't get in the way, which is really cool, but it also gives you light. So it's an interesting little tool that I use if I'm gonna do any type of night shooting. Or maybe, you know, you can also flip it backwards if you want to highlight something. Like sometimes shining the light in that direction helps forward still, but yeah, it looks a little bit odd because right now it's got the, this cage is kind of pushing it so high. Normally it would sit more along like the middle side, so it's kind of interesting there. But yeah, so like at what point does the whole kit get kind of crazy is just one of those things. So yeah, I don't know. And then if I really need to have extra charge, I kind of could pop the the Charge Power Flow Mini, and then I've got an additional. This was used for my Insta360 Flow Pro, but it's like a tripod legs. They don't go too crazy, but you know, they allow you to kind of set up. Sorry, it's hard to see just how long they are, but yeah, it allows you to set up. So I don't know, it's like trying to find that perfect balance between having efficiency with your equipment, and then yeah, I'm also have the DJI mics too. I'm actually wearing one of them right now to shoot this, because I'm shooting this video on the iPhone. 99% of the videos you see now, at least shot for long form content and not vertical, are using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So killer piece of kit, but I'm also wary of loading it down so much that it becomes basically like another smartphone. Actually right now it is heavier than a smartphone with a new cage on. But yeah, but did also want to showcase Ulanzi has a actual lot of products that are specific for the Osmo Pocket 3 that are very interesting and have different reasons why you'd use those ones. But yeah, this is the latest I've picked up. The go-to ones for me, I always have these are essentials for me. The mic that hooks directly up to the Osmo Pocket 3, you don't have to do anything but turn it on once you attach it. Then I like the Ulanzi, let me remember the model number of this, because they have a couple different ones. This is the LM001, so I like this, and very versatile and fits in my pocket easily. I basically carry these three in my right pocket and it works well. So yeah, nothing too crazy, but just wanted to talk a little bit about, from an equipment perspective, kind of some of the interesting bits. And then also I've been trying to optimize my software stack as well. For example, when I shoot anything on the Osmo Pocket 3, I utilize the DJI Mimo or Mimo, I'm not sure what they call it, but it's a MIMO app to do the editing, which makes it a breeze. And you know, it's already captured all the audio and synced up properly with the Mic 2s, and I'm sure it does similarly with they've released a new set of microphones that are smaller since the Mic 2, the Mic Minis, I believe. So yeah, outside of 32-bit float, they're a lot smaller than these Mic 2s, and so that's nice. But like the Mic 2s for what I'm doing here. So yeah, I don't know, just thinking about how I can be more efficient with the software as well, because any friction that you add to your video like your video content creation pipeline and the workflow of it, I feel like that's just each friction point just makes it harder and harder for you to be able to maintain that consistency and kind of have fun, so to speak, in what you're doing there. So been thinking a lot about that and just general optimization there. So just wanted to talk about it a little bit. If you are a content creator, or you know, you think about these same things in your life, what are some of the staples that you're utilizing? Like I said, right now I'm thinking optimization, just efficiency, and portability. So it's been working well. Like most of the time when I carry this Osmo Pocket 3, lately I've been carrying it without any cage actually, and basically just in my left pocket like this. So works out pretty well. And I have other things too, like I have a set of ND filters, and I have the DJI Creator Combo Cam with a DJI's wide angle lens, which is good, but I also have another one from Ulanzi as well, I believe, that is really nice. So I'm gonna do another video kind of showing off each of those as I do it. But yeah, so it's been interesting kind of thinking about workflows and optimization of that, and just trying to reduce any friction points in how I'm creating content for the YouTube channel. So any tips, pointers, or things that you know, are essential in your workflow, I'd love to hear them. And yeah, appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Try to put out a vlog a week at least, and just going to continue to build the YouTube channel and experiment. So excited about that, and would love to have you along for the journey. So if you can, subscribe, like, and share, and appreciate it. Take it easy.